Welcome to room 1208. I'm your girl Mona Lisa. I'm so glad that you decided to join me today. Well, welcome back, because last week, unfortunately, I wasn't here. I just have so much stuff going on. I just can't seem to prioritize myself. And I told y'all to bear with me from the beginning. I told y'all that I'm just all over the place. But I'm so glad that you decided to join me today. And to the new viewers and the new listeners, welcome. So thank you guys for all your support and all your love. So last week, I wasn't here with you guys, and I hope you had a good week. I did. I was very busy last week. Just trying to get things, back on track from, my mom's death in March. It kind of threw me off track. I try to keep myself organized, even though I have a lot of stuff going on. I try to keep myself organized, but with that unexpected death, it kind of threw me off. And then with me just missing my mom, and I feel like I'm all over the place, and I know that I am all over the place, and I'm slowly starting to calm down, and I'm slowly starting to get myself back on track. And I want to start with this podcast because this is something that's near and dear to my heart, so I want to be consistent with it. So I'm glad to be back with you guys. I hope y'all had a good week last week. It was a Memorial Day weekend. I know you guys had a lot of barbecue. I know I did. I hit 2 parties in one day. That was fun. So this week I have a lot going on again this week, but I'm in a better place. I'm starting to write down some things and stop trying to have everything up here along with the million other things that I have upstairs in my mind. So I'm trying to write everything down so I can keep myself on track. Also, my pickle business. Oh my God, this pickle business has taken off. And to everybody who has supported this pickle business and may feel like they're being my guinea pigs, I thank you so much. I have gotten nothing but good feedbacks from these pickles. Everybody who has tasted them, they got a jar. The events that I went to, I put out a sample jar, and everybody who tasted got a jar. So if you're sleeping on my pickles, you gotta get some. I have kosher dill pickles. I have pickled peppers, pickled jalapenos, pickles and jalapenos, and I'm gonna also try something else today. Later on today, if I can get to it today, I'm going to try some to make some peppercini peppers, because I love them so much. And why give somebody else my money when I can do it myself? So I'm going to try that today, and I'll let you guys know next week how those turn out. Yeah, but the pickle business is really taking off. I have people in Mississippi who want pickles. Okay? So all of those pickles that y'all might see me post on social media, those pickles are not just sitting around my house just waiting for somebody to say, at least you got some pickles. No, when I make those pickles, they go out the door. So don't sleep on the pickles. The 32-ounce jars are The 32-ounce jars, which is 1 quart, is $10, and then I have 16-ounce jars, which is $6. When you eat one, you will not be able to close the jar until you tell yourself, put the jar away. I'm telling you, they're so good. So look out for the pickles. You can Instagram me, Facebook me, or whatever. I do deliver. If it's within, I want to say about 50 miles, I will deliver. And there is a fee associated with that. Shipping is, I know to Mississippi it was $16.95 to ship, so you might want to take that in consideration when you're ordering the pickles if you're not local. But yeah, I'm really proud of myself, and it feels good to make something and hear somebody say, oh my God, that is delicious. Oh my God, it's so good. I gotta get more. You definitely have a customer in me, and it makes me feel good. And I'm happy that they enjoy them, and I'm happy that I can make somebody happy. I always like to feed people. So if it's through pickle, something that I love, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so about my health, I've been keeping y'all up with what's been going on with my I gotta slow down. Um, what's been I have to slow down with my talking because I feel like I'm rushing, and that's because I'm all over the place trying to get stuff done. Okay, so I've been trying to keep y'all up to date what's been going on with my heart and my health. So I've been trying to diet. That's coming along great. My heart issue is coming along. I'm still alive. God woke me up this morning. I was able to get up, dress myself. I'm in my right frame of mind, so that's always a good thing. So I was able to get up this morning, so I thank God for that. I'm still struggling with some issues. I have to have another procedure coming up. I'm just waiting for the doctor to tell me when. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, and probably not if you don't have any heart issues or anything like that. It's called a cardio mem. I have to get that implanted in my heart. What it does is it monitors the heart pressures in my heart while I'm sleeping, so that it can send a notification immediately to the doctor. So I have to sleep on a special pillow, and it transmit to the doctor what's going on with my heart pressures, because right now I'm taking a significant amount of water pills to keep the fluid off of me, because my heart is so bad that it's not pumping it by itself. And the doctor is concerned with me taking that amount of water pills. He don't want my kidneys to start to fail. My kidneys right now are good, and that's the concerning part. With the large amount of Lasix that I'm taking, he's concerned that, like, why is this person on this amount of Lasix and it's not damaging her kidneys? So he just want to make sure, he want to, be able to monitor it, so that he can tell me to pull back on some of them on some days, or, hey, you may need to take a little bit more. So I'm just waiting for the call back for that. So you guys, as always, keep me in your prayers, and I will definitely keep you in mind as always. My body is doing some kind of transformation. It's like since I turned 50, my health has started to seem like it's gotten worse. And I know that I'm going through the change. I'm starting to go through the transition of going into the change. Soon as I hit 50, it was like a light switch went off, and everything just started changing. And women out there know, who has gone through the change, who have heard stories, that your body starts to hold on to, you can eat a grape and probably gain 2 pounds. So when I gain a lot of weight, that's where all my extra heart issues come into play, that that's affecting issues that's already there. So that's why I'm trying to get my weight back down, so that I can try to cut off any kind of further issues in the path with my heart. So I'm going through all of these like metamorphoses with my body right now, and it's very irritating. It's very, very sickening. To all the women listeners out there who has gone through the change, I feel your pain, and I'm just trying to, I know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and I know that this too shall pass. So I'm just trying to be patient. I'm trying to document everything so that I can remember, so that I can have this conversation with my daughters. And I'm also trying to read more, because I want to be, I want to be knowledgeable on what's coming up in the next few months until this is done. I haven't had any hot flashes or anything like that. I didn't expect to have any because my mom didn't. And me and my mom was like twins. So we both had 4 kids, two girls, 2 boys. And a lot of the issues that she had, heart issues, I have. So I'm not expecting to go through any of those hot flashes and um, mood swings. I do, fuss a little bit, but I don't accredit that to this transition. It's just some things irritate me, and I'm gonna fuss about it because I'm not gonna keep talking over and over and over again. So listen to what I'm saying, and I'll shut my mouth. So yeah, the body changes, but I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I've lost a few pounds. I see it in my face. When I lose weight, I see it in my face more so than anything. So I'm starting to see it in my face. I've lost a few pounds, and I'm so happy for the little bit of pounds that I've lost. And I look forward to losing more. I'm not trying to be skinny, but I am trying to be healthier because I have a lot of life to live. I'm just 50 and I'm about to be a grandmother. Yay, 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 yay. So my daughter is expecting my first biological grandchild. I do have 5 grandchildren already with my husband, but my first biological grandchild is on the way. So keep my daughter and her fiance in prayer that they have a healthy baby. So I'm so excited about that. So a Sagittarius and another Sag in the family. Hopefully, maybe she might have the baby on my birthday. That would be an awesome birthday present. I got the news on Mother's Day. She surprised me with a box that had baby clothes, baby rattle, and a teddy bear and a sonogram from the ultrasound. So I was so excited. That was the best Mother's Day gift ever. But back to these body changes. Okay, so a lot of women, go through issues with their body during transitioning into perimenopause, menopause, just aging, hormonal changes, with your hormones changing, your body changing because you lose, your metabolism slows down. And with the hormonal changes, your body is just all over the place. And I was reading last night that just like, and I'm sorry, men, no, I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to apologize because it's single fathers out here who may have daughters, and you may need to share this information with your daughters. Just like when you get your cycle in the beginning, it's not consistent, so your body's going through hormonal changes, and the same as through transition and through childbirth and all of that stuff. So your body just changes. And as we get older and we let influences, now it's social media or our family and our friends and just people criticizing, body shaming, and all of that kind of stuff, we let that impact the way we see ourselves as beautiful queens. And I'm going to be honest, I am sometimes one of those people who let other people's perspective of what I look like start to weigh on me mentally, and what I should look like. I don't let it sit there long. I talk to myself a lot. No, you look good, you beautiful. And a lot of women don't do that. So for those who may not know, DC Young Fly, who is a comedian, he's one of the top stars on Wild 'N Out. With Nick Cannon, his longtime baby mother, girlfriend of 3 kids, she just passed of 32 years. They just had a child a year ago, probably less than a year ago. They have a 6-year-old and then I think a 4-year-old. She went to go get a mommy makeover because she wanted to get her snatched body back, and she did not make it. She made it through the surgery, but she died shortly after that, during the recovery process, which takes a couple of days. And I feel bad for the kids. I feel bad for DC Young Fly, and I definitely feel bad for her because I wasn't a part of her life, and nobody got through to her to let her know that You're beautiful. You're enough. And the changes that you went through during the process of childbirth, that's just what women go through. You may have a pop belly, like the what is it called, the fupa or whatever. And I know that you may feel that it's not attractive. Um, I know that you may feel that you want your body back. But look at those kids that came as a result of that, and think about them being without their mom. Guys get dad bods after they get settled and they start to settle down and stop running the clubs and all. They get dad bods. Y'all don't go see them out there going go get no tummy tuck and getting no liposuction on their back and stuff. Stop doing it, y'all, because the moms are leaving the kids. The dad's still here, and just like kids need their dad, kids need their mom. And shoot, I'm 50 years old, and I listen to my mom's voicemails very, very often. It helps me get through the day. I watched the videos from my mom when we went to a barbecue when she was dancing at the barbecue. I look at pictures of my mom that I have stored in my phone. And as 50, I had 50 years with my mom. These babies are not having this with their moms. So I'm encouraging everybody to go out there, have conversations with, women who may be feeling like they not looking like they did before they had kids, or, they just neglected their bodies at some point, or just natural transitions through life and changes that we're going to go through. That they're okay, that you're still beautiful. The way you look on the outside has not, is not who you are in the inside. And you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful. And I have to tell myself that every day that I look in the mirror. I hear people say, "Oh my God, you're so pretty, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, I love your makeup. You dress so nice." But that doesn't have anything to do with what you feel about yourself. And as I stated before, I go through those periods where I feel like I don't like the way I look. I don't like needles. I don't like hospitals. And I'm not going under the knife to alter my body just for somebody else to say something else about something else. You go get your nose fixed, somebody got something to say about your stomach. You go get your stomach fixed, somebody got something to say about your back. You go get your hips fixed or ribs removed or whatever, somebody's going to always have something to say. And until you fix what you feel about yourself and what you think about yourself, you're going to always go under the knife. You're going to always feel like you're not enough, and you're going to always be unpleased and unhappy with yourself. And you have to practice it every day to talk to yourself. You are enough. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. And I have to tell that to myself every day. I have learned to tune out things that I may hear, body shaming about other people who may make me want to look in the mirror at myself. When I see that they may be shaped like me, I try to block it out, because it will mentally take a toll on you. And society has us feeling like we have to look a certain way. We have to be a size 6 in order to be noticed, to feel like we're a part of this world. And that's not true. Lizzo, who people may feel like she has a huge confidence level and a huge ego, I'm sure she does at some point, but she made a statement a couple of weeks ago when she was performing. Somebody was body shaming her, and she was saying that sometimes she feel like quitting because people just won't stop. Like, stop it, y'all. Y'all want to make people want to go kill themselves all because you don't like the way they look. You have choices to change the channel if you don't want to see Lizzo performing. You have choices to not look at somebody who you may feel that's not attractive. And people who pick on other people, they have issues themselves. So take a look in the mirror at yourself. Fix what's going on with you. And then you can stop trying to shame other people. It's sickening and it's so sad. I wasn't a fan of Jackie O's because I'm not a big fan of social media. Now I do watch Wild 'N Out, but I didn't start watching it until after she left. So I wasn't familiar with her until her and DC Young Fly started dating, and then they had their first child. Because I know he used to post about them all the time. But I just feel so sad for him. I feel sad for her family, the babies, and I feel sad for all of those other women, just normal non-celebrities who go out, fly out to Miami, fly out to all of these foreign countries to get these body changes, these BBLs, mommy makeovers. And when they come home, they're still not happy. They're still not happy because they go back to get something else done. Now, I know that with a mommy makeover, excuse me, or I need my coffee. I woke up with this morning with a headache, so I'm just going to be sipping on some coffee in between this conversation. But, excuse me. And I'm trying to be mindful not to slurp, because that's how I sip my coffee. But there are so many people who we don't know about because they're not celebrities, who has gone out to these countries and going out to Miami and all of these other places and got this plastic surgery to change things. There's nothing wrong with you. And then they wind up going back. Then they go back. Then they go back. Now with the BBLs, I don't know how that works with the mommy makeovers. I know that's basically a breast lift or breast some kind of augmentation, liposuction, and a tummy tuck. That's a lot going on at one time. A lot going on at one time, and sometimes our bodies cannot take all of that. And these doctors are not going to tell you that you got to come back for this. No, they want that money because they feel like if I tell her she want it done. So if I tell her to come back, in her mind she want it done. So if I tell her to come back, she's not going to come back. She's going to go get the money to somebody else. So while she here, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. It's all about the money. They don't care about you. All they care about is the money. Their wives probably bodies ain't snatched. And you think they care? No, it's all about the dollar. It's all about the money. And we have to learn to encourage one another as women. I told you guys from the beginning that I'm going to be transparent and I'm going to try to be as honest with you guys as possible. I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. And there are times that I may look at somebody and be like, why she got that on? Or, I may not say it out loud. I may say it to myself. It's just as bad as saying it to yourself than to say it out loud. So if you're thinking it, you already sinning. And the thought is just as bad as you verbally saying it. So I know I'm working on being better with that. Because myself, I already know that there's things about my body that I don't like, and I'm just learning to love myself. If I didn't have this fear of going under the knife, and I know the things that happened to me during operations, as far as like my heart stopping on the table and stuff like that, that happens every time I go under anesthesia. I wake up with extra tubes in my main arteries because my heart stops on the table. And I'm not going to do it. If you don't love me the way that I am, you don't love my rolls, you don't love my dimples, you don't love my dents, you don't love my cellulite, you don't love my stretch marks, I could care less. I could care less. Because I love me. And I love my children. My children love me. I love my family. I want to be here. And I'm not going under the knife unnecessarily to please somebody else that's still going to be unhappy with, they unhappy with themselves. So they're going to definitely be unhappy with you. They'll find something else to pick with. You might have get a little zit on your face. They got something to say about that. So stop letting these people talk about you and let that stuff get to you. We got to encourage each other as women. Women got to learn to stop talking about each other. We got to learn to encourage each other. And men got to learn to stop getting on a bandwagon along with the women, because one of my favorite TikTok influencer, her name is I'm gonna say her name right, Khalees, I think that's her name, whatever. Y'all may have seen her. She shares the food that she's gonna eat with her bae. And she always say, "Hey y'all, I love her." And men has gone on there more so than women. I see men up there talking about, "Girl, why you doing that? You need to pray tonight." This guy last night, leave that girl alone. Leave her alone. If she want to get on TikTok and eat and share her meals, leave that girl alone. She's not bothering nobody. Her boyfriend, fiance, he loves her. She listen, leave her alone. That's all I'm going to say. And stop trying to shame other people. That girl is you can tell she's sweet as pie. Lizzo even did a repost in the side by side with her with one of her, one of the meals that she was eating, and she was saying how she tried to make the food that she was featuring on her on her own. Stop it. Because it may seem like this stuff don't affect people. It does. And a lot of people commit suicide because they're not strong enough to turn away from it and to not let it bother them. And I wouldn't want that on my conscience, that I did or said something about somebody and it caused them to take their own life. Like, stop it. I just don't understand. You don't have nothing else better to do with yourself. Go mow the lawn or something. Clean the kitchen. Clean the bathroom. Them pissy toilets that y'all be doing. Go do that. Help your lady out. And get behind them toilets. And get the piss off the toilet seat. Yeah, so I just wanted to come on here and talk about that, and to update y'all about my health, and every time I go onto TikTok or Instagram, I see somebody who has taken pictures, I guess, off of Jackie O's page and made these videos, and that's why I haven't really been on there the last couple of days, because it's very sad for me to see it as just a civilian and not a celebrity, and somebody who didn't see her, didn't know her personally, didn't know much about her until now. It's sad to see. It's sad to see. I love DC Young Fly. He's like one of my favorite comedians. He's one of my favorite. He's actually my favorite on Wild 'N Out. He's very, very funny. So my prayers and my heart goes out to him and his children and his family, and I just ask that y'all keep him in his prayers, keep him in y'all prayers. And to anybody else who has lost a loved one, tragically, unexpectedly, expectantly, you may know that somebody's going to transition. I just ask that y'all just lift them up in prayer, because it's very, very, very hard When I lost my father some years ago, my mom and dad was married for 36 years. And anybody who grew up around us know that I was a daddy's girl. When I was young, I couldn't go. No, I didn't want nobody doing nothing. My dad had to take me. My dad had to take me to school until I was able to go by myself, or with my older siblings. I was a daddy's girl, and when my dad passed, we still had our mom. So it made his death a little easier because we still had our mom. But not having a mother or a father is very hard. I feel like a 50-year-old orphan. And it's very hard. I have lost a lot of family members. Some, that we grew up with as kids, and as you get older, you start to have your own lives, and you're kind of, not in contact with each other as much, but it still hurts. And I had, most recently we lost my mom's best friend, which was her sister, my aunt. And then a few months later, about a few months later, my mom, transitioned. So death is very, very hard, and people may laugh. They may seem like they have gone on with their daily lives, but it's not. It's not. It's not easy. It's not easy. And I just ask that y'all just keep, continue to keep people in prayer. I heard my pastor say this in church last week. He said, if you pray for everybody, you won't miss nobody. So let's not be selective in our prayer. Pray for everybody, so you don't miss nobody. I'm starting to get back into force myself to get up and go to church, because I pray often. I talk to God often, sometimes all day, because I know that I need him. But I also needed that fellowship, and I felt like it was something missing in my life. I had got very involved in my church prior to me, stepping back for a little bit. I was a trustee, I was an usher, I was on the mass choir, I was assistant superintendent, I was Sunday school teacher, and I helped out wherever the pastor needed me to help out. And I stepped back after I injured my ankle back a couple years ago in 2021. I stepped back. So I feel like I felt convicted of always having conversations with God and asking him for things and praying for things, and I'm like, you're not even doing, what are you doing? Like, you can't even get up out the bed and go to church on Sunday. Get up. It's only a few hours of your time. So I started to make an effort to get up, get myself together on Sunday, and take that drive to go to church, and I feel good. I feel good that I did it. Once I start doing something, I try to stick with it, just like I'm going to try to stick with this podcast. But I'm so glad that I'm back on the horse. It's nothing like devotion, being inspired and lifted up and restored. And that's what I feel. I feel restored. And I'm just going to continue to encourage myself as I try to encourage other people around me. I'm going to encourage myself first, because if I don't encourage myself first, I'm not no good to nobody else. Just like when you're on an airplane and when they're going over the procedures about the mask, and if you need to put on your mask, they tell you to do yourself first. Because if you can't do yourself first, then you can't help nobody else. So that's where I am right now. I'm in a place where I'm trying to encourage myself, tell myself that I am enough. Let God speak to me and tune out everything else, because people are never going to be satisfied with you because they're not satisfied with themselves. So if you listen to the voices of people who just always have something negative to say, you're never, never, never going to satisfy them, and it's not going to do anything but tear you down. Tear you down. So I'm learning to tune it out. I'm learning to encourage myself, and I'm learning to just go wherever God is leading me to go. That's wherever He's telling me to go, I'm going to go. Whatever He tells me to do, I'm going to do, because He knows better than myself. He created me. He knows me better than I know myself. Even when I do try to encourage myself, and the moments where I feel like it's just words and I still feel sulking inside, I know that He's rubbing my back and telling me you're going to be okay. So I just ask that you guys just continue to love on each other. Continue to use encouraging words and encouraging thoughts about a person. And that's another thing I wanted to say. If somebody speaks something over you, to you, that's the way they think. And until you change your thought about a person and how you really see a person and your thought process about a person, what you speak over them or speak to them will change. I have a sense of humor. I love to laugh. I love to let people, I love to be, to make other people laugh. And I could take a joke. I feel like I got tough skin. And saying that, sometimes you can tell when a person is being facetious when they're saying some things and they're coming from a place of hurt. I'm glad that I'm not in that environment where people around me are using words that hurt and words that cut. On this podcast, some people, may feel that my husband's tone may be a little unorthodox. I know him intimately, so I know that I know his heart, and I know that he is a jokester. I know that he likes to make people laugh. So I don't take any of that personally. I don't take it personally. And if anybody ever felt offended by anything he said, I'm gonna apologize. But like I said, I have tough skin. I don't let stuff get to me. I don't let people's negative feedback get to me, because I know where I've been. I know where I am, and I know where I'm going. And where God has me going is nothing but up. So I have nothing but positive people around me. My circle of friends are very, very small. And all of my friends and my family that I keep in my circle are very supportive, and I know that anything that they say to me comes from a place of love. So I take that and I internalize it, and I hold it near and dear to my heart. So all of you guys who are out there that support me and love me and support my family, my friends, my family, I new friends. I just got acquainted with some new friends through a family member who purchased some pickles, because the conversation about the pickles came up because they've seen me on Instagram and social media and talking about it on a podcast. They quite inquired about the pickles, and I just dropped off a load of pickles yesterday. And I got nothing but positive feedbacks about that. So I thank you guys, the new customers, for supporting me. The consistent customers, I thank you guys for supporting me. Also, what I said I was going to do was I was going to start plugging small business owners on my podcast. This is free of charge, because everything is not about a dollar amount. Everything is not about what you're going to do for me. If I do this for you, what you going to do for me? It's not always about that. It's about encouraging one another. I'm not looking for gratification from men. I'm not looking for, everybody wants money. Everybody wants to live nice. I live very comfortable. And I'm blessed beyond words. God has always blessed me with money. God has always blessed me with nice things. So I'm not going to, I'm going to share. I'm not going to keep things to myself. So I said that I was going to start plugging small business owners on my podcast. I know that at this moment I don't have thousands and thousands of followers, but the ones that I do have, they may not be aware of, what you have, or they may be looking for it. So if you have something that you want me to share on my podcast, you can email me at room1208 with Mona Lisa at gmail.com. I will make sure that I share it on my podcast. I make sure I will share it on YouTube. I will share it on Instagram. Just like I have people who have shared my information, and I thank you guys for that. So I'm going to first give myself a plug. If you guys are looking for any bundles, I have Mona Lisa Virgin Hair. It's quality hair, 12A grade hair. Brazilian. I have body wave. I have deep wave. I have straight hair, inches 12 through 30. If you need any bundles, I have wigs. I have closures. If you need any hair, hit me up at hairringsandthings.com, hairringsandthings by Lisa.com, or hairringsandthings.com. I also have my website, which is hairringsandthings by Lisa. Hit me up if you need some hair. I do deliver. I do shipping is available. My hair does not shed, it does not tangle, and it is quality hair, and it lasts. Anybody who has used my hair, I have not had any negative feedbacks about anything. I'm not going to sell something that I'm not going to use myself. So any hair that you see me rocking, it's my hair. I'm not going to, it took a long time for me to get my, the vendor that I wanted to purchase my hair from in China, because sometimes you get crap hair. They might send you testers when you request a sample. They're going to send you quality hair. I didn't do that because I know that the stuff that they're going to send me is going to be top A hair, but when you buy in bulk, they're going to send you the crap hair. So what I did was I took a loss. I purchased a lot of hair through several different vendors, and I found a vendor in China that I love, and the quality of hair is great. So if you're looking for bundles, anybody looking for bundles, I have inches 12 through 30, straight, deep wave, body wave. It's available shipping and delivery. Okay. I also have apparel, room 1208 shirts. I have hair rings and things, shirts. I have jewelry. Anybody who's looking for anything, hit me up. This week's feature on my podcast, it is D&T accessories. They have earrings, bath towels, washcloths, kids clothes, kids accessories, kids toys, from soup to nuts. So if you're looking for those kind of things, you can reach them at dntacc.com, and that's D as in dog, and as in Nancy, T as in Tom, acc.com, and that's DNT accessories. Hit them up and tell them Lisa Mona Lisa from Room 1208 sent you, okay? So they know that I gave them a shout out. I promised them that I would. And next week I'm going to be featuring another small business owner, somebody that's just, just getting started out, in the business. So if you want to have your business viewed or shared on my podcast, send it to me. I definitely will make sure I get it out there for you guys. I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. My family loves you, and we support you guys just like you support me. And I just ask that you just continue to keep me in prayer as I go through this weight loss journey, as I go through this health journey, trying to get myself back to feeling like what I look like. I always get that you don't look like you're 50. Sometimes I feel like I'm 60. So I'm trying to get to feel the way I look. There's days where I feel wonderful, and there are days I don't feel too good. So I just ask that you just continue to pray for me, as I'm going to continue to pray for you and your family. I love you guys for your support. I'm going to have a special guest next week. Shakia is going to be joining me again next week. I told y'all I was going to have her on rotation. And then the following week, I'm trying to get Marlon back on here so we can have this spiritual discussion. And y'all make sure y'all tune in for that, because Marlon is very controversial. I love him to pieces. But he sparks some good conversations. Even though he's controversial, he sparks some good conversations, and he do make you think sometimes. So like I said, next week I'm going to have Shakia on here. God willing, the girl's all over the place like myself. She has 25 businesses, successful businesses that's going at one time, and I take my hat off to her because she's doing the darn thing, y'all. If you're in, I gotta get the area of her. She has a Rita's Water Ice, so if y'all in there, I'll get y'all to add the specific address. I want to feature her next week on my podcast. While she's here, we could talk about the businesses and the stuff that she has going on, where y'all can support her. Like I said, I love you guys. I thank you for joining me. And in closing, I'm going to say, let's just continue to love on each other. And I charge you this week to tell 5 people that you love them, that they're beautiful. And start with yourself. Tell them that tell yourself that you love yourself. Tell yourself that you're beautiful, that you're enough. And this is not just for the women. This is for the men too. Because there are a lot of men who feel that they're not enough, and you are. So I ask that you continue to encourage each other, continue to love one another, as I'm going to continue to do that for myself, because I know that I need encouraging. I've went through some time when I was younger where I felt like the ugly duckling. So some of those words that I heard as a kid, sometimes they kind of creep back up in my head. So I'm just, I'm at a place where I'm learning to love myself for who I am. My big feet, my big head, my rolls, all of that. I love myself. And when I look in the mirror, I see nothing but beauty. So I want you guys to get to that place too. So until next week, remember to love, to live, and to laugh. And thank you guys for joining me this week. I love you guys. Peace.